my level of patience has run out, and for you, your patience ran out too.
Oh yeah, a long time ago, when I sat there and watched her cry all the time. All the records are gone, couldn't prove nothing to prosecute. Well, trust me, I would have prosecuted.
Right.
Couldn't find nothing, everything sabotaged, money gone, just, all just like Janice, just, between her and her daughter and that bookkeeper, Janice Alt, they ran into the ringer.
Right.
And Sarah never could understand they were her friends.
Right.
And there's no friends in business or associates. I always believe that. And I try to tell her, but she's so good-hearted, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm probably somewhere in between. I don't think you should blindly use friends and family and business, but I'm not also saying that you can't have a friendly relationship either. So
right,
I'm probably in between your view and your wife's view.
Yeah.
And it is unfortunate. The Credit Adjustment Bureau folded the way they did.
Yeah.
And it is very unfortunate.
I think if Sarah hadn't been sick, that she would have kept the business going and would have overcome the problems. Because the Credit Adjustment Bureau, the years they operated, they really had no bad reputation. They've been a few, tight spots. But Sarah was a good businesswoman. She just couldn't manage her people or whatever. She put too much faith in the employees.
Right.
Nobody's going to help you run your business except yourself and keep it straight. And she was too free with Janice being the general manager, Elizabeth being the legal person, and Janice always doing the books, the checks, and just everything getting gone. Even Janice had used the same program Sarah used. She stole from her. And Sarah would have pulled it all. She hadn't got sick and died. She would have kept the business going, and she would have overcame the problems. And it just so happened she couldn't do it. She was sitting there and dying. And it just hurts me.
And I just want to let the viewers know, that we're doing this. It's just that I just feel that Jerry has helped me a lot, and I wasn't there, but he stands by his word. I know there may be some people who may question his motives, or they may disagree with his interpretation, but it is his opinion, and we're not saying it's fact. It's his opinion.
Right, it's my opinion, yeah.
And he was there, and that's really the way it is.
Yeah.
And and the reason why I'm willing to, sit here with him is that he has, without your role, I could have not taken it this far.
Yeah.
And it's just so many people are trying to give me credit, and I'm just like, look, I don't mind taking credit for the things I've done, but really, a lot of people have stepped up, and I just wanted you to make sure that you had your chance to tell your side of the story.
Well, I appreciate it, and it's hard.
It's hard,
But I was so happy when I saw that newspaper, that news article on WTVM that it saved nights when I emailed you.
You did.
I was just ecstatic.
Well,
I was bouncing off the wall to see things happening that I couldn't really do myself after a year and a half earlier trying to call, but then it was more personal than it was now.
It's been kind of interesting, how our relationship has started. You were just, I never knew you. It just, but the thing about it is, this whole incident really, I don't know so many people, but all of a sudden this bad stuff, everyone's connecting. Really,
Right.
it's really strange. And now I really feel like you've been my partner in putting this together. I feel, for a while there I was thinking I was just this lone wolf, trying to fight this little fight, and I was just like, forget it, I'm just going to do what little I can. But you know what, I don't feel so bad, and I want to let everybody know that Jerry has put his own financial resource. You put your own financial resources.
Oh, yeah.
You put manpower. You've paid for reports.
Right.
I put my energy and time, but you put out some cold hard cash for this thing.
Oh yeah, and I don't have a problem with it.
You've really dedicated, and I think a lot of people appreciate it. I want people to know that you've really put an effort into this.
Well, I had no problem because, like I said, I seen Janice run Sarah down, just steal from her.
And you don't want it to happen to anybody else.
I sure don't.
Right.
Because, I did watch that woman cry a lot about it because we were married 40 years.
Right. That's a long time, Jerry. 40 years. She was your best friend, you say? Yeah, it's really sad. And so for you viewers, if you want to know the reason why, there you go. The honest truth. For better or for worse, we're human beings, and we're trying to make a difference here. And we hope that you're going to participate and you'll do your part. You're not alone. If you've been scammed, you're not alone.
No, you sure are. Well, I'm believe it because, you know, like I say, I put a lot in this, and we do a lot. I actually feel sorry for you, Matthew.
Really?
Yeah, because, you know, you're not getting nothing out of it. You got a business to run yourself.
Yeah.
And you put your time and effort, and it seems like, you know what I say, you know, we don't know what the end result is, but a lot of people, I don't know if they're just don't want to get involved. I don't know, but you got to go back. That medical patient on Social Security has got to pay you again to use your services, and that just ain't right.
You know, in reflecting on all this, it's just this whole thing. You know, it's been such a whirlwind. I gotta tell you, I don't know what you've been thinking. I mean, this has only been.
It has. I've been happy.
You've been happy.
Yes,
I've been a little bit stressed. I gotta tell you. The reason being is the amount of information. I'm trying to do the right thing, but I want to be selfish and you know, mind my own business just like everybody else does. You know, and I have a business to run, and I haven't been doing a good job. So my partner has been covered for me. He's been, you know, he's been sticking by me. But you know, every turn around, I'm telling him, giving an update. So I thank him for being supportive.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, sometimes the person can't just keep sitting back and let things happen to good people. That's happening with this stuff in its collections. Because, you know, Janice is still in the blind, still in the whole city blind. And, you know, even the city's going to lose money on it. There'll be no taxes paid.
But, no taxes being paid.
Sometimes you just can't keep sitting back. You got to stand up. And I'm hoping more people will stand up and pursue this.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I'm doing this. I mean, you know, the thing about it is Janice is expecting people to come file lawsuits and all that. And that's like, you know what? It's not going to happen. People just, you know, I just believe in information sharing will go a long way.
It will.
And the teamwork, nobody's alone. I can assure you that nobody's alone in this. And people are just coming out. You're one of many, and I don't think there's any shame. You're in good company. If you're ashamed of being scammed, I mean, you're in good company right now.
I'm telling you, good company.
You are in good company.
I expect each time somebody sues Janice, or each time she hears it, she's probably laughing. Because, you know, that's what she's hoping for. That she can be sued and bankrupt, walk away. What money she collecting now, she may, if she collects $1, she may give you a penny to keep you down, that she collect up enough money to sustain herself on her new ventures. Either work for somebody else and have a nice nest egg, or open up again, or whatever. She's hoping for a lawsuit. She really is.
Yeah.
That's no fear to her. Stroke of the pen, bankrupted. That's it.
And that, you know, Jerry, that's an interesting point. I do want to make a point that she could file bankruptcy and absolve herself of the financial debts, but it will never shield her from criminal action if there are enough charges brought against her. Bankruptcy does not forgive criminal behavior.
It don't.
Am I right?
It does not. Don't forgive it. All
right. So people need to understand the distinction.
And if Janice is sitting there in which, you know, taking the money she's collecting and spending it, there's no justification for it except for stealing. You know, like I say, you know, all the things about her eBay, 20 grand. Lock out they steal is all I can say.
Yeah. Well, you know, no one can accuse you, Jerry, of being, you know, mincing words. You know, you've always been that way since day one. You shoot it straight. You tell it like
it is. I'm gonna tell it straight.
And you stand by your word.
Yes, I'm gonna tell it straight, no matter whose feelings are hurt or whatever. And I'm sure Janice probably hating me, but, you know, I'm sorry about it, you know. Should have done what she done, you know.
Right. But, I tend to agree. You know, I'm not looking to make enemies, and I never certainly didn't want to become famous this way. Or at least, but sometimes you got to make a stand in life.
That you do.
And if you have the power.
You have to.